can a £20 action camera actually be worth the money? We're shopping for cheap tech today, so let's find out. Welcome all to this video about this, the Goodmans action camera for $19.99 at B&M here in the UK. I've been looking for a budget camera for a while, but is this one too cheap? Let's get into it. So, the packaging is decent, well put together, and the marketing team have done a good job. Onto the specs. This action camera sports a 2-inch LCD display, 90-degree wide-angle lens, HD resolution 1080p, HD image resolution of up to 12 megabytes, 50 and 60 Hz video output, single or continuous shooting modes, a timer function, rechargeable battery, and it's also waterproof up to 30 meters, or so it says. We'll test that in the future. And for memory, it uses a micro SD card up to 32 gigabytes. With that out of the way, let's open it up. Speeding through and you can see the various attachments. The quality is acceptable, but using this in the real world will determine if they stand the test of time and the abuse of my testing. Subscribe for that video in the future. So here we have the camera in its waterproof rugged case. It feels substantial to hold and the exterior buttons are decent, and you can tell when the button is actually pressed. This case is the same standard attachment set as other more expensive versions, so attaching it to anything shouldn't be a problem. The clasp to keep it closed is strong and uses a 2-step catch to open and remove the camera. With the camera removed, we can see how small the camera actually is. The front has the 12 megapixel camera to the right, and on the left the on/mode button. On this side we have the micro USB and the micro SD card slot. Here's the 2-inch LCD display, not the most satisfying peel after opening the 13 Pro Max last week, but we move. On the opposite side we have the up and down buttons for cycling the menus. On the top we have the OK button for selection in the menus and to start and stop recording, as well as the device information sticker on the top. Finally, on the bottom we have a battery bay that houses the 3.7 volt 900 mAh battery. Here's our first bit of real world testing now. The camera is mounted to the driver's window of the Mercedes.
In the Mercedes.
And we're going to do a little bit of driving. As you can see, the image is stable enough when it's mounted, and the resolution on a small screen is okay, but blown up you can see all the pixels and the footage isn't that good. I do suppose for a £20 camera I don't want to be asking too much. So we drive for a little bit further here, the lighting changes a little bit and it seems to handle it quite well. We'll have to go on a different example for you to see better lighting, but handheld. Now we have some footage from outside of Tesco, and the daylight went a little bit brighter as you can see, but it's not handling the exposure very well and the stabilisation is terrible. There is a feature on there for stabilisation and this is with it active, so I dread to think what it'd be like without. It's later on in the day now and you can see that the sunlight is everywhere and it actually has a good effect on the camera. The exposure still isn't handled the best, but you can see a lot more detail and it does seem to be a better quality, but again, viewing on a small screen, if you put this into a full screen mode then the quality is still very poor. So my final verdict is that this product is suitable for someone who is happy with footage that will be viewed on a smaller screen, maybe for mobile only content. If you're someone who cares about uploading the best quality footage, then stay away. The accessories that come with it do make the price more appealing, and this would be perfect for a first action camera for a child or teenager. For me, it's going to be a pass, and I'll be using it for future videos to test the product underwater and in different situations, but then it'll be going straight to the children to use as they see fit. Thanks for watching, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.